We will begin by explaining the layout of a typical airport. Information on airports can be found in the FAA's Airport Facility Directory and in commercial publications and websites such as AOPA Airports, airnav.com, and skyvector.com. These publications provide information such as airport location and elevation, length, width, and strength of runways, airport lighting and approach aids, ATC and private communications information, aviation services and information about airport businesses, airport hazards, and noise abatement procedures. For larger airports, the FAA publishes an airport diagram that illustrates all runways, taxiways, ramp areas, and other features. Although airports are different in size and layout, airport markings and procedures have been standardized for safety and efficiency of operations so that everyone can comfortably and safely navigate on the ground. When an airport is built, the runways are laid out so that the approaches to the runways avoid higher terrain and obstructions, and the primary runway is aligned as much as possible with the commonly prevailing winds. Any secondary runways are for use when the winds are from other directions. Generally, pilots try to utilize the runway with the most direct headwind, which minimizes the runway distance required and also reduces their workload. The length, width, strength, and number of runways will be determined by the amount and the size of traffic expected. Many airports started out small and were expanded as use increased. Airport landing surfaces can be asphalt, concrete, grass, gravel, or for seaplanes, water. Airports will also have taxiways and parking areas known as ramps. As airports increase in size and usage, they become hosts to aviation businesses that provide fueling service, maintenance, flight training, passenger and freight service, manufacturing, and other related services. Of the 5,000-plus public-use airports in the U.S., about 540 of them have enough traffic to warrant a full-time or part-time control tower. Just over half of the control towers in the U.S. are operated by the FAA. The other 46% are operated by private contractors. When operating from a towered airport, Air Traffic Control, or ATC, will coordinate arrivals and departures by issuing instructions and clearances to the pilots. When operating from a non-towered airport, the pilots coordinate their own movements and use recommended patterns and procedures for safety and efficiency. At towered airports, ATC and pilots communicate over a series of distinct frequencies known as ground control, tower, and approach or departure. At non-towered airports, pilots communicate over a common traffic advisory frequency, or CTAF, issuing traffic advisories and coordinating with other pilots in the area. Aircraft without radios rely on patterned procedures and a good visual lookout to sequence with other aircraft.